I was really hoping I was going to wake up and this was all going to be a dream. I thought I was going to wake up, shake out the cobwebs, pull out my phone, look up that you were dreaming, John. Messi did sign a new contract. Messi is going to stay for a couple more years. You haven't seen Messi play his last game in the Blaugranes. But it's not a dream, folks. This is reality. This is the world we are living in. Barcelona is in such a financial crisis that they cannot afford to have Lionel Messi in the salary cap. I saw today, I was reading through Laporta's press conference, and we can go over some of those notes. One of the things that he said is even without Lionel Messi, we are over the salary cap. Even without Lionel Messi, Barcelona is over the salary cap. So for any of you that are hanging on to hopes that we're going to work something out in these last few hours for Messi to stay, or that La Liga is going to cave, it's not going to happen, you guys. It's not going to happen. We lost hundreds of millions. Referee's right. 480, I think, was the number. Laporta said he was expecting that it was a loss of 200 million, and it ended up being closer to 5 million, or 500 million, excuse me. So it's still not real for me yet. I've hit a few waves of this almost being real, but anytime I picture Messi in a PSG jersey, my brain just scrambles. It's not reality. This can't be it. This can't be it. Last year, I was actually kind of prepared for it. It felt like you knew that the contract was coming up. You knew that Messi wanted out. There was an offer from City. There was some time to process it, and that didn't happen. We were all very thankful. This was just rug pulled out from under us, sniper from the bushes. Did not see it coming whatsoever. And I'm not at the point where I'm ready to accept it. I'm just not. I've got too much stuff going on. Life is moving very fast right now. We're all dealing with a pandemic. And now Lionel Messi leaves Barcelona. So we'll talk about possibilities where he can go. We'll talk about what the hell our season's going to look like. And we are going to try. We're going to try by the end of this episode to have a smile on our face, to move on and have a good weekend. We're going to try. We're going to try, friends. And it's going to start with kicking off the show the right way. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right. So it's all true. It's all happening. No, not a, so here, let me give you guys a story. I said this yesterday, but for those of you that didn't join the breaking news segment, I'll tell you what happened to me in the summer of 2008. Summer of 2008, Ronaldinho, my then favorite player and first favorite player for Barcelona, the man who really introduced me to the club, was set to join AC Milan. At that time, I had been supporting Barcelona for about 3 years, and it's because of what I was seeing from Ronaldinho, particularly in the 2005-2006 season. Amazing. Some of the best football you'll ever see. If you haven't watched the highlights of Ronaldinho playing at Real Madrid in 2006, he has a performance that puts Real Madrid fans on their feet and applauding him. Absolutely amazing. Back to the point. I had to ask myself in that moment when I heard that news of Ronaldinho going to AC Milan, am I a Ronaldinho supporter or am I an AC Milan supporter? And I really had to think about it. And when I looked at the player versus the club, as much as I loved the player and I appreciated what he stood for, I knew that players come and go. What the club stood for in those times and what we are desperately trying to get back to is a brand of football that attracts people from around the world. That tiki-taka style that you saw from the Xavi, Iniesta, and Messi era throughout, and then accompanied by passionate players like Carles Puyol, like Danny Alves, like a Samuel Eto'o, guys like Pedro before Pedri was ever a thing. Guys like Pedro. Those are the moments that I think of when I think of this club. I think of La Masia being, in its heyday, the best youth academy in the world. And I knew that I would be a supporter of this club for my life. I knew that after that moment. So some of you might be having that moment right now. So I encourage you to take time to think about it. But I will tell you that for those of us that stay with the club now, for those of us that stay true to the Blaugranes, we will come out stronger on the other side. This is why we have this community, folks, is for times like these. I didn't know that Messi leaving the club would be the first crisis that we all deal with, but here it is. So we're going to take time to grieve. I'm not going to discourage anybody from ranting and raving and bitching and moaning. It's part of the process. At some point, and I don't know when that will come, but at some point, we will be able to look at our club and we will be able to see the potential for the future, and we will be able to feel optimistic once again. It will happen. It hurts the way that Messi is leaving, the fact that he wants to stay. We want him to stay, and he can't. It's like being young and in love, and your two families move away. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. It feels like the love of your life had to move away because of their family or something like that. So there's always going to be that deep down, what if Lionel Messi would have stayed? What if Lionel Messi can come back in the future? All of these things. I'm hoping that whatever success we have this year isn't overwhelmed by the regret of not having Lionel Messi as a part of the campaign. If we get a domestic double this year, there's going to be that twinge of, but there's no Leo. And he wanted to be here. You know what I mean? So, one more downer, and then we'll try to turn things around. For anybody who's like, well, now that Messi left, who are we going to sign? Nobody. The answer is nobody, you guys. Messi's leaving for free. We're not getting anything for him. And as I mentioned earlier, Laporta said, even without Messi, we are over the salary cap. So there's no money to sign anybody. There's no room in the salary cap for wages. We got what we got, and we're going to be lucky if we have everybody on our roster right now. We still have to trim off a little bit of the fat. So looking forward to this year, we're going to be heavily relying on Depay, because out of our forwards right now, and Griezmann, you guys, we have to turn to Griezmann and give him the love and support that he's been requesting. Maybe that's it. Maybe we can turn our sorrow into love and support for Griezmann. Give him this opportunity. I know it's Lionel Messi, so I'm not going to downplay it. Every organization I've ever been with, even if there's somebody who is the top performer, the top star, and you think that there's no way the organization can move on without them, life moves on. All right, human beings are the most adaptable creatures on earth. It will be heartbreaking the first match without Messi, 100%. But down the line, we'll remember the good memories. We'll remember all the joy that he brought to us. And we'll try not to think about the way that it ended. That's, we got We got a lot of years of memories with Leo. We do. So we'll focus on that. All right. That's my rant for the morning. let's see where we're at in the chat. It's been going off here. So good morning, everybody. Kyle Cash, how we doing, brother? Vipula, Levi is here, of course. Savage, Ahmed, hello. Austin, welcome. Referee, I saw you in here earlier. Winston, good morning. Oh. Yep. So, yeah, Griezmann stays because we couldn't sell him, and Messi leaves for free. I just can't believe that the world's greatest player and the current top 5 striker, top 5 forward, I should say. He's not a striker, obviously. Top 5 forward is leaving for free. Can't believe it. Cannot believe it. But it's happening. So where does he go? I know the most optimistic of people are saying, well, maybe La Liga will cave. They're not going to cave. Slightly less optimistic people are saying, well, maybe he won't sign anywhere and we can sign him in January. That won't be happening. So he's leaving. Where is he going to go? Immediate options, top 3 for me. Tell me if you got something that's going to be contradictory. I'm saying it's not MLS. Get out of here. I'm saying PSG most likely, Man City second most likely, Juventus third most likely, my friends. They have money for it. There is much better tax laws in Italy than there are in Spain. And who wouldn't want to see Messi play with Ronaldo? That's one. That is one team. The one team. If he goes to Juventus, I'll be like, I hate how it happened. If you would have given me warning, like give me like a year's notice that this was going to happen, it would put a smile on my face. Watching Messi play with Ronaldo, even if it's with the black and white stripes, it would put a smile on my face. I know. I saw that, Austin. I saw that PSG are already talking with him. Here's why PSG makes the most sense for him. Well, here's what's going to happen. Let me break this down first. Mbappe still has not signed a new contract. Let's put that little tidbit in there. Okay, so here's what's going to happen, friends. Messi is going to sign with PSG, and Mbappe is going to go to Real Madrid, and Barcelona are going to sit there and fist themselves and cry about it. That's what's going to happen. Messi going to PSG with Mbappe leaving means that Messi will be playing alongside Neymar and Di Maria, his 2 favorite wingers, perhaps of all time, to play alongside with, Neymar and Di Maria, both at PSG. He gets to play for Mauricio Pochettino, his fellow Argentinian. He will get astronomical wages being at PSG. He will get a cupcake League One schedule for 9 months out of the year and only have to worry about Champions League. It's the perfect fit, other than it's disgusting for Cules around the world. It sucks that deep pockets are what is going to get Lionel Messi in the end. It's a bummer. It's a pretty big bummer. But that's what makes sense. And then Real Madrid gets to sign arguably the world's top forward right now in the same transfer window when Lionel Messi walks away from Barcelona for free. If you're Real Madrid, you are doing everything possible to make that happen. Not only to get Mbappe, but to rub it in the nose of your arch rival. So that's my predictions. Tell me what you all think is going to happen. The other option is that he goes to Man City, reunites with Pep, but they did just splash a whole bunch of cash on Jack Grealish. They're still looking at Harry Kane. I don't think they bring in an aging Lionel Messi. I think they have a lot of wingers at Man City. Juventus, like I said, it'll be one for the fans. Ronaldo and Messi playing together. but it's very unlikely, particularly with Ronaldo 1 year left on his contract. Who knows what he's going to do? Maybe he does a surprise move somewhere. But I'm telling you, Messi to PSG, Mbappe to Real Madrid, Barcelona losing everything. That's what I'm thinking, friends. No, Messi doesn't care about money, but it's just the fact that PSG can afford it. It's not that Messi is choosing money. That's not what I meant. So I appreciate you pushing the clarification. This is not Messi going after money. This is not Messi hoping to deepen his own pockets. It's just the fact of the matter is that now there's this gem available on the market, and who's going to shell out for it? Well, there's only a few clubs that can, and I think we just named them. I would sell Mariba in a heartbeat right now. Anybody that wants Mariba, go ahead. Take him. I would do, well, I've already joked about it. What about Mariba to Juventus for Weston McKennie? And I know I joke about it every show, but honestly, what do you guys think about that? Mariba to Juventus, Weston McKennie to Barcelona. That is an honest opinion that I think would work out for both clubs. I think both clubs would be happy with that. Mariba for Weston McKennie. Let's make that swap happen. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Griezmann, Depay, Fati, and Aguero. Let's try. I know this team will surprise people. All they need is motivation and a great captain. Listen, Nana, we still have a lot of firepower. Absolutely. Hopefully Dembele comes back from injury, even though he'll just injure himself again. Levi, you shut your mouth. What was I saying? Dembele is going to be injury prone, but hopefully he'll come back strong. We're really going to be relying on Depay and Griezmann. It's going to be the Depay and Griezmann show until Ansu Fati comes back. Then he'll be our third. Aguero is going to be supplementary. He's going to be coming off the bench. He's going to be playing in the Copa del Rey matches, stuff like that. It's Depay's time to shine. It's Ansu Fati's time to shine. And listen, Griezmann wanted the responsibility. Griezmann was complaining that the play doesn't go through him. Here it is, man. This is going to be you. This is your time. I don't think there is someone that's going to step up as captain who has that personality. Frankie de Jong. I'm hoping it's Frankie de Jong. I'm hoping Frankie de Jong steps up. And I'm hoping... I'm trying to think of somebody out of the back who may end up stepping up. Like someone that does have that personality. There's only one Puyol. Don't get me wrong. There's only one Puyol. But who does? Who steps up next as captains for Barcelona? I think Frankie de Jong. I'm looking at like Araujo or Mingueza, Garcia. Like, do they have that mentality? It could be Pedri, to be honest. Sometimes it's the quiet ones. Ter Stegen, that's a good shout. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be PK, of course. So it'll be PK, Busquets, Jordi Alba, and probably Roberto. No, and Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen, those would be our four captains, I believe. Chiva doesn't think we can win La Liga, UCL, or Copa del Rey this season. I'll say this. As it stands, until Messi goes to PSG and Madrid get Mbappe, until that happens, I'll say we can still win La Liga. I don't think we'll win Copa del Rey. We don't have a flipping chance at Champions League. But I'll say La Liga should be our goal for this year. I kind of agree with you on that one, Kyle. PK is pretty self-centered. If you ask me, you saw it. I don't know if anybody caught this, and I don't know if I even mentioned it at the time. But if you watch the replay of the Copa del Rey semifinal when PK scores the goal that was crossed in by Griezmann, Griezmann hustled to bring that ball down, did a little turn, crossed it in to PK. PK heads it in, and then PK runs right past Griezmann, who was waiting to celebrate, and PK runs right past him and goes to the camera instead of celebrating with Griezmann. Pretty indicative of their relationship, pretty indicative of PK's personality and his mindset. He wanted it to be all about him, not the team. So I definitely hear you on that one, Kyle, for sure. He and Griezmann shouted at each other in some matches. They were getting into it quite a bit, actually. Quite a bit. Okay, so the situation still remains. Even without Lionel Messi, listen, anything that I say here, don't take it as replacing Lionel Messi, okay? But we have enough offensive firepower that we still have a top offense in Europe. Griezmann, Depay, Dembele, Ansu Fati, Aguero, and we'll see what happens with Demir. Good morning, LeBeau. How we doing? So we still have a top offense. Number one site with that 5%. I forget who corrected me. You were right. I thought we were at the cap, but it was 95% that we're at. Without Lionel Messi, we're at 95% of the cap. With that 5%, let's get Mariba out of here. Let's get Pjanic out of here. Let's get Umtiti out of here. Braithwaite and nothing against Braithwaite. He did nothing wrong here. Goatwaite, as they say, can move on. And then let's take whatever's left and let's get ourselves a defensive mid. A true defensive mid with grit, with determination. Someone that the fans will love right away. Someone that will come in and work hard through that midfield and just play with passion. That's all that we can ask for right now. That's what we're looking for. Oh, man. I don't know. Our last bargaining chips right now are because we can't let go of Griezmann anymore. Griezmann has to stay now. We went from pushing Griezmann out the door to pulling him back in. Griezmann has to stay now. No, LeBeau, don't hold on to those thoughts. Just let go. It's not going to be good for anybody's mental health if you try to hold on to, oh, maybe La Liga will change their mind. I don't think we sell Coutinho. But in terms of our last bargaining chips, we have Coutinho. I'll tell you this. If Dembele didn't get injured during the Euros and he had a even decent performance throughout the tournament, I think he gets sold this summer. I think the fact that he didn't go on display, the fact that we couldn't boost his value, and now he's injured for another few months. It's tough, guys. It's very tough. So, how about this? What would be a optimistic, let's say, what would be an overly optimistic but not wildly optimistic prediction for this season? Overly optimistic but not wildly optimistic. What do we see happening? I think overly optimistic, we have one of our young midfielders step up. Maybe it's a Gavi, maybe it's a Nico. Overly optimistically but not wildly, Ansu Fati comes back sooner rather than later and continues what was a breakout season last year. And our focus turns to the young, 19 years old, something like that, winger, who will be the future of this club. And then we can look at Ansu Fati up front, Frankie de Jong in the midfield, Serginho Dest in the back line, and there's three for the future to be excited about, along with, of course, Pedri, Araujo, Mingueza. We could overly optimistic, but not wildly optimistic. We could get a domestic double. It could happen. It just sucks the way that it went down. I wish it was because Messi wanted to leave. Honestly, this would feel better if Messi wanted to leave. but it's the fact that he wanted to stay and he was willing to take over a 50% pay cut. That's what hurts. That's what's really hurting right now. Because with all of this, if everything goes according to plan this year and we have some success, it still sucks. It still sucks a lot. Damn it. I mean, am I right? Like both player and club want to be together and we can't make it happen. Makes you think what would have happened if Super League actually became a thing and we would have gotten all that money. Oh man, Vipula, I didn't even think about that. Ramos is at PSG. Oh my gosh, I didn't even. Dude. Unbelievable. How ironic it would be if Ramos and Messi ending up having their next Champions League trophy lifted together. Yeah, we could have gotten like $100 million for him from Man City last year. I think they were offering. I think the offer was like $100 million and Bernardo Silva, something like that. It's super unfortunate. I think that's the only way you can put it. This is so unfortunate. Greek tragedy is right, Cules. It's a bummer, you guys. It's an absolute bummer. There's just no way around it. It's a total bummer. And I get it. La Liga has to keep things competitive. But here's the thing. This is a symptom of a problem that La Liga has had for a long time, which is Real Madrid and Barcelona are just light years ahead of every other club financially. It's an absolute problem. I don't know how they figure that out, but that gap is only going to continue to grow, even without Lionel Messi. You know, the Barcelona brand has been there before Lionel Messi. It will carry on, unfortunately, without Lionel Messi. I hope not, Chima, but we are heading in that AC Milan direction. If Mbappe signs a new contract, Messi goes to PSG, new MSN. Nah, that's not gonna happen. I don't think PSG will keep Mbappe if Messi goes there. There's a reason why Mbappe hasn't signed yet. There's a reason why. Listen, we're only getting half the story here, guys. There's all sorts of conversations, phone calls, text messages, emails that happen behind the scenes that club representatives don't let reporters know about. For people who are just finding out about Messi not signing, like all of us, I guarantee you people outside of the club that are high up officials and representatives at other clubs knew about this a month ago and started planning for it. 2 months ago, started planning for it. Like, this probably was not a surprise to PSG. They probably had forecasted a few situations to plan for financially just in case Messi didn't sign that new contract. Just in case. Possibly Messi signs for a year and returns. No, dude, we can't afford his salary. We can't get his salary underneath the cap, so it's not happening. Like, I said this earlier, the most optimistic is that La Liga caves. The second, step down from that would be that Messi just sits out for a few months and then we sign him in January. But it's not going to happen. Say Barca go for Doku. He's a great player. And get Camavinga or McKennie. I don't know. If I could will it into existence, I would. I think I hit it on the head. I think it makes complete sense. Mariba to Juventus, McKennie to Barcelona. Why not? That would reignite the support in the U.S. for Barcelona. It would all but solidify the Blaugranes as the team for the U.S. It's not going to happen, but it would be amazing. I would feel good. We need something. If I know Laporta is going to want to give the fans something to get excited about. So I don't want to just, go out here with blind optimism. However, Laporta knows how devastating this is. Laporta's feeling it too. The whole community is feeling it. I think he's going to do what he can to do something to give to the fans. I don't know what it's going to be. But Barcelona, even with Messi leaving, we don't need a forward to try to replace Lionel Messi. We signed a couple forwards already. We're going to be relying on what we got. We need a midfielder on the defensive side. That's what we need to focus on. If we can get that, I'll feel a little bit better about our chances this year. All right. We did it. We had our first wake up in Barca with Lionel Messi officially not a Barcelona player. It is. Folks, Visca Barca, más que un club. Life goes on. We'll be okay. All right. It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend. There is the Joan Gamper Trophy, 3:30 on Sunday. I'll probably do a live stream. I think we need it. I think we need to get a stream in, get together, watch some of these players. I think that's what we need to do. So I'll set that up over the weekend. In the meantime, I'm going to be reconfirming my vows to my wife in front of a lot of our friends and family. So a lot of love in the air and a lot of love on this community. I appreciate everybody coming together to grieve, to process. We'll be okay. I know we're treating this like like it's a death, but it feels like it. There's going to be a grieving process. So hang in there. Watch some videos. Cry all the cries. We'll be okay. All right. We'll get through it, folks. There's a full season up ahead. Wake Up in Barca every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you all for coming and spending your morning with me. I feel a little bit lighter. I hope you all do too. So get up, get out there, go find somebody to love. I love you all. Thank you very much for tuning in and taking a ride. We'll see you next time.